This practice is really to open up space for who you are and seeing the goodness that is inside of you. And the opportunity is also to be able to work with parts of us that believe the stories within. And it provides an opportunity to transform them into the butterfly within us. So what you will need is at least two pieces of paper and something to write with, and then just a space to reflect. You will want some space to be able to move, just a little bit of movement, whatever feels best for you. But other than that, just a space to be able to concentrate for yourself. So pause this video and gather those things and create your space, and then come back when you're ready. So as you have this paper in front of you, just let that be for a moment, and taking a moment here to really settle into the space. Maybe looking around wherever you may be. Just noticing what's there, noticing what is presently happening. And then also, as you're ready, start to tune inward. Maybe that is letting the eyes close or looking somewhere nearby. Begin to notice what is happening in this present moment. Maybe it is a sensation in the body. Maybe it's a sensation of breathing. Perhaps even noticing if there's any thoughts or emotions that are present. Just noticing them, not changing them, not judging them. There's no right, there's no wrong. And then just allow this moment to set your intention for why. I'd offer this why, this intention. Perhaps if it feels like an intention that connects with you, to cultivate presence, to see the stories within, and the courage to shift, to become the you, the butterfly that you choose to be, or any other intention that you have. Letting that in this moment, perhaps breathing it in right into the heart space. Feeling it out. Into more. Out through the mouth. One more breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Letting the breath come back to its rhythm. And eventually, perhaps making some little movements or deepening the breath, opening up the eyes if they were closed on your own time, coming back. Now, with that paper in front of you and your writing utensil, take some time, and you're going to end up completing this whole paper with things, any thoughts, any emotions, anything that's coming up for you. You're going to write about all the things that you are fighting not to feel. I'm going to say that again. You're going to write on this paper, just one complete paper, a stream of thoughts. It may be the same thing that just comes up, but keep writing. You're going to write all the things that you are fighting not to feel. So pause this video, take as long as you need, just complete and fill this paper with those things that you're fighting not to feel. Then as you're ready, you'll come back and click play again. So after you have your paper, which you should have right now, just sit with it for a moment. Feel into it. Just notice. Then ask yourself, on this paper, all these things, what is truth? Looking at all these things you've written down, ask, what is truth? And what is truth? Pause this video as long as you need. Just continue to ask that. Maybe sit with each thing on this paper and just ask individually, what is true? What is truth? Go ahead and pause and do that now and come back when you're ready. Then the next phase is, can you notice where you feel sensations or lack of sensations in the body? So maybe going through again, reading, and just notice where in the body you feel sensations or lack of sensations. And then as you feel, can you notice how big of a range that feeling or lack of sensation may be? Do you feel some kind of burning within the heart space? How wide, how big is that? Is there a contraction in the abdomen or numbness in the abdomen? Is how big of a space does that become within the body? You may even want to just draw a little stick figure and just pinpoint, because sometimes being able to draw that kind of validates it further to help you to see where that may be within the body. So pause this video, sit and notice where these sensations or lack of sensations may be in the body, and then come back when you're ready. So as you come back, the reason why we are identifying where these sensations or lack of sensations are in the body is because now we're going to integrate some movement, because the body holds the story or stories. We can identify where they are residing in the body. We can specifically move in that area of the body to begin to soften and kind of pull back the story, pull back just that facade that might be there. So the invitation for this next step is pausing this video in a moment and just move your body as if you're pulling back that story. Perhaps you're even ripping out that page just so that it's not defining you, like within. So it might be tapping certain parts of the body. It might be moving and peeling back certain parts. It might be like bigger, wider movements, just opening and feeling. So use the body as your guide and just move. It might be walking. If you're noticing stagnation, like for example, in the legs, then allow the body to move, walk, run, jump, stomp, anything, shake, anything. So follow the guidance of your body for this moment of movement to allow these stories to start to break away from the identity. Okay, so go ahead and pause this video. And the invitation also is, if you want music or anything to help, I'd encourage finding like hand pan music, or like right now in the background, It's called Healing Frequencies by Malte Martin. So anything that kind of resonates that's more by healing sound that comes through, or just allow the silence to be. Go ahead and pause the video now. So as you come back, you're going to, I'm going to share some statements, and then you'll repeat back those statements. I encourage you to repeat them out loud, because we have light, sound, and vibration within us. If we just think the statements, it's a part of it, but it doesn't pull it back into the body and then come out as like a release. So I really encourage you to speak out loud these statements. So after you've done your movement, settling back in, taking that breath in and breath out. With that paper, noticing, repeating back this, right? These things happen to me. They are not me. The next one. These experiences happen to me. They are not me. The next one. These things are not the core of who I am. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Notice and feel any shifts that may be occurring within the body. Just notice, feel, and breathe. In is out. The breath is allowing movement. In, out. That processing. So these are our next repeating statements as you're ready. And if you need to pause this video to continue to bring some more awareness and sensations in the body that have shifted, or additional breaths, feel free to pause. As we're looking at this paper, they are here on this paper. Right? All of that, they are on this paper and are a part of my story. I'm going to say this again for the repetition for us. They are here on this paper and are a part of my story. But this is not all of me. This does not define me. Take that breath in and the breath out. And feel again, noticing each body, areas, areas, just notice, feel. Pause. Pause. And we are continuing here. A little bit further for repeating. Breath in. Breath out. Back to that paper. These are out there on this paper. But I am here. I am in here. We're going to say this one more time. All three of those. Back at that paper one more time. just validating and confirming. Right? These are out there on this paper. Perhaps you even hold that paper out so you can see it out there. Right? But I am here. I am in here. If you put the paper down, away. Now pull that new piece of paper. What is the story that you want to write instead? That's our next question here. What is the story that you, soul, the butterfly within you, want to write instead? Perhaps that might be counter statements to the other experiences to shift the perspective instead. Or perhaps it is just brand new in this moment. What story do you want instead? What you do you want instead? How do you want to show up in the world? You get to do that in the present, in your presence. Go ahead and write this down. It may be the whole paper. It may not be. It may even just come up as a statement. Pause this video, take as long as you need, and write down what is the story that you want to write instead. And it's really not write, it's really be, but you're writing it down. What's that story you want instead for you? Pause this video. Now, as you've come back, you've written the story of who you get to be. Again, now sit with that. Breathe and feel where that new story is within the body. Pause this video as long as you need to breathe and feel new sensation or shift in sensation when you feel this new story, and ask if that new story is true, because maybe there's more to that story that you get to write. So pause this video when you're ready. I'm going to, as you've come back, I'm going to shift the music, and I'm going to increase the sound of the music. And you're going to move this time the body as if you're creating the story, as if it is something that is so precious. So it might just be, can you connect to the flow that's within? Maybe it's a different kind of light feeling of walking, of whatever movement you're needing, but do so with intention and creation. So let me go ahead and shift the music here, and I'm going to increase the sound. It back on where it was, and that song right now, this one is Golden Heart, letting it go, but I'm going to change it back to the other one, growth, because we're planting the seed. So just connect to the story. Connect yourself within, and just move as if you're creating this whole song. Don't worry about any movement that might focus within you. What you need to create. Maybe reading that story that you've written again. throughout these 3 minutes. Honor the silence. We'll stop talking in just a moment. Honoring it. Feel it within the body. Let the body move. The story that you get to be. Impact. Butterfly. Placing your hands on your heart. Taking that breath in and breath out. Taking another breath in and breath out. One more breath in and breath out. Letting the breath come back to its regular rhythm. Noticing any shifts within the body. Perhaps noticing the rhythm of the heart. Noticing how this feels, this new you that you are creating in this present moment, moment by moment, creating, taking action. And perhaps with a smile and gratitude, opening up the eyes if they are closed, coming back together here. And then as we close, connecting, really staying present, being that story, knowing that the butterfly within all of us sees, honors, and values the butterfly within all of us. And yourself, acknowledging your own butterfly and see, honor, and value that within you. Thank you, and continue the rest of your day. And feel free to reach out and share any insights with me. And I will see you and connect soon.